What's up, guys? I apologize if I look a little tired. It's 6:41 in the morning here. I'm getting up, getting ready for work. And what do I see coming across my phone? At 1 o'clock in the morning, the Jacksonville Jaguars decide to fire Urban Meyer. It appears owner Shad Khan finally had enough of the nonsense and all the drama. Notoriously, I just uploaded a bunch of videos yesterday about Urban Meyer supposedly kicking Josh Lambo during warm-ups one time, telling him, I can kick you whenever I want, I'm the head coach, or something along that line. And it seems like that was the final straw. I assume it also didn't help that Trevor Lawrence said as a team they needed less drama, and then that story about Urban Meyer kicking Lambeau came out right after that. And it just has been a constant drama train in Jacksonville, really. It's been a circus. It's been an absolute sideshow. And the issue is Urban Meyer consistently is at the heart of all this stuff. You know, it's not like there's problems with the player personnel. It's not like it's Las Vegas where, you know, John Gruden's an issue, then Henry Ruggs, then David Arnett. It's not like there's pieces revolving around the outside. It's all revolving around Urban Meyer in this case. Like with Gruden and the Raiders, it was a bunch of different people acting of their own accord. You know, there are a bunch of different sources of the drama. In Jacksonville, it's all revolving around one man. It's Urban Meyer. You know, from the situation in the Ohio bar to the benching of James Robinson, then lying about the benching of James Robinson, and only putting him back in the game once Trevor Lawrence asked about him. It's all falling back to Urban Meyer. And at some point you have to wonder, you know, when was enough enough? And enough was certainly enough at this point after the kicking story, just because there's been so much drama. And I don't know if Meyer did get in that shouting match with Marvin Jones Jr., if he did belittle the coaching staff and challenge them to defend their resumes and call them losers in front of a meeting. I don't know if he did that or not. But he reportedly did. And the fact that he's getting fired now makes me feel like, well, he probably did a lot of the stuff that he's being accused of. And at least that there was not a large amount of support for him in the locker room. Which would make sense considering all of the reports that have come out, considering some of the stuff that happened in college football, some of the rumors about how maybe he treated some players who were not necessarily superstars on his teams and his programs. And he carried over that big dog mentality to the NFL where he was supposed to be, you know, the man on campus, the guy who decided everything, who got to do everything. Because when you were a head coach like Urban Meyer in college football, you were basically God on campus. You can decide what you want, you can do what you want. You're worshipped because college football is almost like a religion. And you get to the NFL and suddenly there are 5, maybe 6 guys on an NFL roster with more power than you because of who they are as players, what they mean to the team, their brand name, their contract, whatever it is. How much respect they have in the locker room. Suddenly you're no longer that dude anymore. And Urban Meyer never knew how to adjust to that. He never knew how to adjust to losing. He never dealt with losing well in college. And he went 2-11 in the NFL. He never knew how to handle that. He just pouted the entire time. And so he never knew how to lose and how to build a program past the losing. He can never get past that. Couldn't make the adjustments. Could not take advantage of Trevor Lawrence and his gifts. You know, basically Trevor Lawrence has progressed a little bit naturally throughout the year, but he threw 4 interceptions this past weekend. So he's not gone that far in this period of time. And, well, you can't have someone like Urban Meyer heading up a team that's trying to build around a young quarterback like Trevor Lawrence, who is supposed to be the best quarterback since Andrew Luck. You cannot have someone like Urban Meyer at the helm because he just does not know how to be mature about it. You know, on and off the field, he's had maturity issues now. And with someone his age, that's a problem. And you can get away with that in college. You can be pissy in college. It's fine. But you can't do it in the NFL. Especially when you don't have a track record in the NFL of being a winning head coach, which Urban Meyer doesn't. So my hands are starting to shake a little bit now. I'm definitely a little tired, but yeah, Urban Meyer just felt like a foregone conclusion that was going to happen at the end of the season. They just go ahead and do it right now, which I think is probably the best for both parties. Urban Meyer clearly was not going to make it in the NFL long term and might have not even had the drive to do it in the NFL long term after going 2-11, how he handles losing and all that stuff. And some of the impact it might have had on his family with some of the drama that's come out. And for the Jaguars, it's a good thing that they get rid of Urban Meyer as quickly as possible because now I understand switching head coaches and systems might not be the best for rookie quarterbacks or for young quarterbacks, but Trevor Lawrence going into year 2 will be much better served with a better head coach. Hopefully someone with a good offensive mind. It will really help him develop and take that step to being that guy we know he was in college and we know he can be in the NFL.